Namaste everyone, I am Ramyashri. Welcome to my channel Ramya Jyotish. I'm back here with the moon sign predictions for the last three Rashis, that is Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. I know all these three Rashis would be waiting when we will get our predictions. So here are the predictions for 2026 for your signs. So first let's start with Capricorn, Makar Rashi. So for Makar Rashi natives, this year will definitely be one of the finest years. After a long time, I think this is the year where you will remember for living peacefully without being afflicted or without being affected by Saturn or Rahu. So you will lead a much comfortable life, and all thanks to Jupiter's transit to Cancer sign. So first 3 months from family perspective, it would be a very average or below average kind of a situation. But April onwards, auspicious for all the matters: love, marriage, marital life, and if respect and boundaries are well maintained in the first 3 months, then even with relatives also things will go very smooth and you will feel little bit comfort in your life, and somewhere it will be like Sukhi Jeevan. That's what you will feel April onwards. So from family matters, it's a very good, and you will have a very auspicious time and a good time. And even if you can go for Tirtha Yatra or if you want to travel, everything is possible during this time. And from health perspective, balance career responsibilities with health needs to avoid overworking. So at times it may happen for you that you have a lot of work and you may neglect your health because of 12th Lord sitting in 6th house. You should not contract or you should not have any kind of health issues. Jupiter in 6th house will take care of that. But in terms of overworking, because Rahu in 2nd house will make that, you may neglect your health. So that's something you have to avoid. So have food on a regular basis and don't miss your schedule, and keep yourself fit and fine. So that will make everything go well, because your own Rashi Lord Saturn is in the 3rd house for the whole year, and he would be in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra from Jan to May. Then May to October he would be in Revati, then he'll move to again Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. So seeing all these transits, the amount of efforts you put in terms of keeping your health in a good shape also will give you very good amount of rewards as well. And any of the Makar Rashi natives having any ailments or any kind of health issues, this is the right time to get it resolved, because Jupiter's presence in 6th house, unafflicted by any other malefics, will help you to actually balance any kind of health issues. So if you had any kind of a serious health issues, and this time if you can get proper medical care, then there would be a speedy recovery because of the presence of Jupiter in 6th house. So April, May would be a very right time period to make these things happen for you. June onwards, you don't have to worry. You will have a very blissful marital life, as well as even in health also things will go really smooth, because 7th is the 2nd house from the 6th house. So it will Jupiter will make sure that it is a cakewalk for you. Now coming for the Makar Rashi students. So students will be rewarded according to their hard work and dedication, and because of Saturn's aspect towards the 5th house, the Venus may not be that good in the start of the year. So the amount of hard works you put, that is what will fetch you the results. So karmanyevadhikaraste ma paleshu kadachana. You have to keep working hard, and that's what will give you results, and you should not think about it. So that's what I would advise for the Makar Rashi students. So if you are looking for education in abroad, during this time it is possible because of 12th Lord Jupiter getting connected to Saturn, and also when it gets conjunct with Venus in the month of July or August, that's when it is even more possible. So you can expect these things to happen, and only if your Mahadasha, Antardasha and your Kundli supports that event. So you should have that promise in your chart first, then only this transit can give that results. So that was from the education perspective. Now coming to career, very important. Success in business efforts with smooth income flow throughout the year, rewarding dedication and hard work, and any Capricorn individuals looking for Pada Prapti or growth into leadership role, this is the year finally it will materialize for you. Because 7th house is for Pada Prapti and Jupiter in 7th house exalted, you can definitely expect, and Jupiter there will aspect your 3rd house where your Lagna Lord or your Rashi Lord is present. And also the 4th house Lord Mangal will be exalted in the month of Feb and March. So that time period also will give you a lot of energy, and that's when you have to initiate your conversation with your higher management and try to get an opportunity to showcase your talent and skills, and later you have to work really hard. So 2nd and 3rd house in the month of Feb, March, April will be heavily afflicted or very much active. So the way you manage your family life as well as the way you manage the competition in your workplace for the first 3-4 months will give out the results for the rest half of the year. So you just have to, it's already near to your doorstep, you just have to take it and deliver it to the fullest. That's what is left for the Capricorn natives. So career definitely seems to be very good, okay, because of Jupiter's presence in 6th house in the first 5 months, it will aspect your 10th house. So it is definitely gonna go very smooth. So this is the year you have to get the things done for yourself, because before Rahu comes over your moon sign, you have to complete the activities for yourself. That's for the career that's for the career prospects of Capricornians. Next, let's move ahead to finance. So smooth income but difficulties in saving money because of Rahu's presence in 2nd house. So April, May you will be able to do some good savings, but though property and vehicle purchases will erase major amount of your savings in the month of June to October, and you might have to work with extra efforts if you want to succeed in your savings. So finance is the only area which will affect you to some extent because of Rahu's presence in the 2nd house. So whenever Rahu or any kind of malefic sits in 2nd house for a very long time and without the Jupiter's aspect, it won't give you that proper results. And Jupiter, once it becomes direct in month of March, you will see Rahu gets control. So first 2 months, technically speaking, first 2.5 months is only you have to be more concerned on your money matters. So be as stringent as possible and try to control your savings and try to control your expenditure so that you can grow your savings. So there are certain Vastu remedies, like you can keep yellow vase to the south of southeast actually, and you can keep it open, yellow vase, not putting any kind of flowers or anything, and that can actually work like a Dhanaraksha yantra, or you can buy a Dhanaraksha yantra also from online, and that can also be a very good Vastu remedy. You have to keep it in the northeast so that it generates good amount of wealth, and also northwest has to be clutter free, and similar kind of Vastu remedies if you can do, if you can bring a Gomati chakra and keep, or even a Shri chakra in a very sanctity manner, if you can manage that, then it can give you very good results, because these kind of Vastu remedies can actually help you to balance the Rahu's negative effect on the 2nd house. So that was for the Capricorn natives, because in all other areas you will do really well except the finances this year 2026. So that's the only concern for you in this year 2026. Next, let's go to Aquarius moon sign. So for Aquarius moon sign, this year will definitely give some kind of relief as well as some kind of pain as well, because from family life, marital life will be turbulent. So avoid being overly critical of your spouse and maintain open communication. So because of Rahu's presence in your Rashi and Ketu's presence in your 7th house, unexpected by any benefits, and when the solar eclipse occurs in the month of Feb, you will see heightened tensions and very fiery arguments between you and your spouse. This may spoil the basic health of your marital life. So married couple of Aquarius, Kumbh Rashi natives, be very careful of what you speak and what you say to your spouse. Whether it is wife or husband, it's the same result. And social circle will expand with Rahu's influence. That's something Rahu will do really well. So overthinking is something you have to avoid when Rahu is in your Rashi, because Rahu just has the head. So it keeps on thinking, keeps on thinking, keeps on thinking. That's something you need to avoid. So that's something left for the family life for Kumbha Rashi natives. Your parents' health will do well. So you don't have to worry much for that. Even your children also will do well. You don't have to worry. So you can be a doting mother and father and not pressurize your children. That's what you will do in the first 3 months. Because Guru is Vakri and Buddha will be in the 12th house, you will pressurize your child to that extent, and somewhere in the month of end of March, or even somewhere in March also, when Mercury is actually Vakri and with Rahu, you will try to pressurize your child and somehow try to make the child work very hard, or there will be some kind of arguments with your children as well. That is something you have to avoid. It will run smoothly, you just have to have patience. That's one thing. And Mercury Rahu conjunction in your Rashi from the mid of Feb to the end of March will bring some unwanted turbulences in your life with your loved ones as well as with your extended family also. So for certain matters you should not worry or you should not poke your nose, but you will try to do that, and with your in-laws. So unnecessarily you end up in argument. You may try to cunningly or mischievously try to poke them, and that will give you a backlash. So that's what you can expect from mid of Feb to the end of March. So you have to avoid doing that. That's from the family life of Aquarius or Kumbha Rashi natives. Next, let's go to health. Mental confusion may arise due to Rahu's impact, and meditation for mental clarity is beneficial. And because of Saturn's presence in 2nd house and is aspecting your 4th house, mental health is definitely gonna be of a toss, because Rahu in Rashi, Saturn aspecting your 4th house. So you yourself will invite worries for you, and that's why you will never be happy. So there is no physical illness. Throughout the year you will be physically fit, no issues with that, but mentally you will be unhappy and you will showcase to the world as if you have the biggest amount of problems in your life. That's how you will actually enact throughout the year, and the first 3 months it will be very difficult to watch you also, even your face. So solar eclipse is happening in your own Rashi, so take care of your mental health, because that's something very much problematic is what I can say. Next, let's go to education part. So this time will be generally favorable for focused and dedicated students because of Jupiter's presence in the 5th house. So students of Aquarius natives, you will do well, but Rahu and multiple planetary conjunction in your Rashi will make you over worry or overthink, and you will spoil the game for yourself. So everything would be set for you. Jupiter would have given everything in a proper way. April onwards things will really run smooth. So first 3 months you just have to do what you are supposed to do. You don't have to overwork, overread, nothing. Jo hai, whatever is there, do that and come. That's it. Don't try to make or try to put your brain in, because of Mercury Rahu conjunction and Rahu's such strong presence in your Rashi. He is considered as co-lord of Aquarius also. So at times it may happen that you will try to somehow manage. So that shortcut techniques is something you have to leave. The way the procedure is, work as per that, things will run smoothly for you. So that was for the Aquarius moon sign natives from education perspective. So it's generally favorable. Don't make it complicated for yourself. Next, coming to career, Rahu increases the passion and as well as creativity in you, with employment opportunities from foreign lands after June 2nd, when exalted Jupiter impacts career prospects. So job professionals are likely to get promotions due to Jupiter's impact on career and profit houses. But till that time Jupiter enters Cancer, it won't be that good time period for professionals. So if you are looking for a job change in the month of April and May, you can definitely get one. So put your best efforts and try to do that. There may be a change of location also. because of Shani's aspect on the 4th house. So that can give you some amount of mental peace. So you may have to take it without even your interest, without liking that, but you have to do that if you want a change in job. Or else if you stay in the same job, then June onwards also you'll get an opportunity which would be much better than what you were doing till now, because Jupiter's presence in 6th house will aspect 10th house. So that also can give you change in workplace or some kind of relief from the ongoing turbulences in workplace. So that's what I would say for the Aquarius moon sign natives. So there is definitely Jupiter's impact on your career and business also. It all depends on how you navigate through in the first 3 months. So that is until Jupiter becomes direct. Next, coming to finances, earnings will increase substantially from the beginning of the year, but unnecessary expenses is what make you very weak in saving. So that's why wealth retention may be very difficult. So first 3 months you may spend off all the remuneration which you have received in a lump sum amount, and that's how your financial life might be unstable with moderate income but difficulties in saving. So making this less favorable for purchasing land, property or vehicles is the better solution. So any kind of monetary benefits you are getting, make sure you park it in a proper place through which you can get good returns. So don't invest in a heavy nature also, so that you lose the principal base as well. So you have to be extremely careful in that manner. So that was for the Aquarius moon sign. So for the whole year for Aquarius moon sign, my advice is that stop overthinking, stop using any of the tactics which Rahu suggests, any shortcut tactics, because Mercury Rahu will make you little bit cunning in the month of Feb and March. You have to avoid that, or else you will suffer a lot, and expenses have to be controlled in the month of April and May, or else you will suffer. Feb, March also, April, May also. Until the month of May, you have to control your expenditure. Okay, so that was for Aquarius moon sign. As a remedy, donate black urad dal or perform sesame oil abhisheka to Shanidev, and donation of black urad dal you have to do for 8 weeks on Saturday evenings, and it has to be given to Panditji in the temple itself. So that will be the best remedy for Aquarius moon sign. It will be a remedy for both Rahu as well as for Saturn, and because you are in the last phase of Sadhe Sati, this is very much required. And any Aquarius moon sign natives who are looking to buy a new property, vehicle, this is possible, but check the documents before doing it. So that's it for Aquarius moon sign natives. You will get loan also for that. Okay, so that's it for Aquarius moon sign natives. Now let's go to Pisces, the last sign with lot of patience, and you're going through Sadhe Sati, Rahu in 12th house, I can understand, but Jupiter definitely will bring a lot of halt to the sufferings you have been going through from last 3-4 years. So to say from the family matters, Saturn in your first house brings seriousness and restrictions. So with hidden fear surfacing that need of resolution. So you will start seeing the family life in a very different way, and you will start taking up the responsibilities, and you will start seeing that your perception about family life was entirely different with what you are going through right now. And Saturn will teach you how to take up the responsibility, deliver it, and how to handle that even more with better maturity. So all these things will come into your life during this time. And from health perspective, your parents' health is definitely a concern. So your father's health is a concern for you. And once Jupiter moves to Cancer sign, there will be some amount of relief. But first 5 months, your father's health is a concern. Especially in the month of April, it will be the biggest concern for you because of Mars-Saturn conjunction in your own Rashi. And don't overload yourself beyond capacity, as overworking may adversely impact health, because Saturn in the Rashi will make you workaholic, and Rahu in the 12th house, you will be ready to sacrifice your sleep but will be interested to work. So that level of passion Rahu can give you. So that's what will happen during this time. So don't push yourself to that extent, spoiling your own health. So that's for the health of Pisces natives, and also for your parents' health, as I mentioned. And if your horoscope is suggesting some issues for your father or mother, or even the dasha antardasha, then you have to take extreme care towards them. And yeah, regular checkup, those would be the better remedies in those areas. And coming to education, first 5 months doesn't seem to be that favorable, but second half of the year, that is June onwards, it brings academic success and good outcomes in education. So any Pisces natives willing to travel abroad, this is the time period for you to actually go ahead and achieve your dreams. So definitely it's possible. So, but again, you have to put in your own efforts. Jupiter won't help you to all extent. The first 5 months, whatever your efforts, that is what gonna get paid in the next 5 months. So that's how things will run for you in education part. Next, coming to career. So Jupiter brings success in career and family through lot of patience. Though Rahu's capacity to create ups and downs will remain, you have to maintain balance by managing responsibilities as per your capacity. So Rahu in 12th house will create a lot of turbulences in your career also, but Jupiter will help you to achieve them in the first 5 months. You will be able to strike a good work-life balance, but June onwards you may look for change in job, or you may get a transfer also as per your desire. So that's very much possible, and there is a possible relocation or moving to new house, buying a new property. All these are also possible. New vehicle, everything is possible June onwards for you. So that's from the career perspective for Pisces moon sign. And finances favorably looks better from the second half than the first half. So all thanks to Jupiter's presence in 5th house, which will even control Saturn also. So April, May, you will have good sleep and good finances, less expenditure. But first 3 months, money will move away from you in that way that you won't realize why you are having such level of expenditure. You will feel that I'm spending unnecessarily, but you will not be able to control. That's how your notion or your mentality would be there for the first 3 months of the year. But post April, you will be able to control your expenditure, and once Jupiter moves to June, I mean in Cancer sign, that's when you will see a lot of financial gains also. Expenditure will continue because you will be buying a new property or new vehicle or something, so it will need some amount of big lump sum investments. And also during this time, you may even get loan also by the end of the year. So once Jupiter moves to Simha Rashi for a very brief time period by the end of the year, that's when you will see a sanction of loan also, or some kind of relief in loan. So if you have already taken a loan, you will be able to pay a lump sum amount of loan also during this year. But all this will happen in the second half of the year, not in the first half. So that was for the finances for Pisces moon sign. So this is a transformational year with Jupiter reaching exaltation in Cancer sign and Saturn moving through Pisces. So it will create a lot of opportunities for spiritual development, for material progress across all the signs. So balance patience with action for best results in the first 5 months. So how well you maintain your composure in the first 5 months is what will shape your future from second half onwards. So that's what I would say for all the moon signs. So the remedy for Pisces moon sign is again the same. Donate black urad dal and also perform sesame oil abhishek, because you are going through the same Saturn and Rahu effect. So to reduce that malefic effects, the first 5 months you have to perform that. Again, it's 3 weeks for you, and yeah, three consecutive Saturday evenings. Donate black urad dal to Panditji in the temple, in Shanidev Mandir or even Shiva's temple. It should be at least 150 to 200 gram for you. So that's very much required. So that's it for Pisces moon sign and for all the 12 moon signs. So if you have any feedback or suggestions, or if you have any questions also, you can drop me in the comment section. And if you require personalized consultation, because your own chart, your own dasha antardasha can fine tune these predictions, so that's why looking into your individual horoscope is very much required, because your chart is unique. So you can't have the same chart with anyone else. So it's no person is alike to other, irrespective of the same date, same time of birth. It cannot be. So that's a long term discussion. So ending up here with the 2026 moon sign predictions. So please like and share my YouTube channel, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done, and also press the bell icon to receive instant notifications. So to availing my consultation, you can click the link below in the description. So that's it, and thank you so much. Have a good day.